You're hella dumb, fool.
Hi guys, I'm just giving my legendary marketer some support and love. He's really dedicated to these 30 days of consistency videos. So much so that he ditches me all the time. Just for you guys. Okay, I'm gonna go now. Love you.
Well, I'm going to go ahead and keep that footage. What is going on, YouTube? Welcome to another day of motivation here on this Motivation Monday. I'm your host with the most motivation. Today is day number 13 of 30 days of consistency. And today I wanted to talk about something that I heard last week. I heard today. And so it's a sign for me to share. And so today I would like to talk about expectations and the power of expectation. I'll share a quote that I heard. Leadership is the ability to get extraordinary achievements from ordinary people. You know, leadership, you can't just, it's not given, leadership is earned. It's something you have to earn. And you don't become a leader just because it's not, I don't know how do I explain it? Leaders they earn their position because of knowledge, experience, effort, but mostly it's that experience, and it's not only the experience, but it's what a leader can do. Leaders are supposed to be able to bring out abilities in us that we didn't know we had. They help us. Essentially, it doesn't matter where it is. A leader should be there to motivate you and help you believe that you can achieve whatever it is that you thought you couldn't. And so, when I talk about expectations and why I want to talk about them today, honestly, when you're speaking to someone and you believe in what they're saying to them, they may very well become that, and that's whether it's positive or negative. Kind of like how, the quote or saying goes, what you say you can't, and what you say you can is true. And the thing is that if you have this expectation that you can't achieve something, you won't. If you, for instance, like me, if you start a business and you understand that you have to invest money to begin with, and even the first returns are going to be small returns, you have to expect that you are going to get there, that you're going to earn your commissions, that you're going to, get the results that you want to get. And if you expect the opposite, man, I just put $1,000 into this company. I just fucking spent $500 on advertising. I don't expect this to work. It's not possible. How is this guy getting, $4,800 commissions, $1,000 commissions, $3,800 commissions in one day? I can't do that. Or in 1 week. And by the way, those are actual numbers. Jay Brown. I don't want you to go to his YouTube channel. Just kidding. But Jay Brown is killing it in the legendary marketer community. And I mean, that guy had a $40,000 month last month. My expectations are that I'm going to have a $50,000 month next year. And that's it. My expectations are reasonable. My 30-day expectations, I say goals, right? I don't know if you guys remember. 250 leads in 30 days. I started that on the 5th. It is the 18th today. So what is that? 13 days? And I have about 230 leads. So I set an expectation for myself that I would be able to generate something. I set a goal to do it, and I'm this close to getting there. And those kind of things, that was a reasonable expectation. I expect to generate 20 leads with the money that I'm spending in the traffic the money that I'm spending on the traffic that I generate. Reasonable expectation, and it's damn near achieved. If I would have said I expect to make $10,000 in the first 30 days with this company, well, I'm not going to tell you that it's not possible. That actually is possible. The thing is that I know I don't have the budget to make that kind of money in 30 days. So it would be unreasonable for me to expect to make $10,000 with Legendary Marketer in the first 30 days when I don't even have $10,000 to invest in advertising. So that expectation is unreasonable. And so that's what this is all about. If you ever had a friend or yourself who had parents that, whatever issues they had at home, they could have been drug issues, they could have been alcohol issues, they could have been just psychological issues. I've had friends growing up. I grew up in San Bernardino, California. And, I've had my fair share of friends growing up. And the majority of my friends, unfortunately have had some kind of, parental, I should say lack of a parent, in one occasion or another. And so, like I have two friends, two brothers, one's a barber, one's a tattoo artist. And, their mom has kind of been doing it on her own pretty much since I've met them. Kind of, it's her personal life. I don't mean to say anything in any way, just, things don't work out. And I feel like she's expected good things of her kids because her kids, despite whatever you may think, growing up without a pops, again, one's a barber, one's a tattoo artist. They both, they're working for themselves. One of them's been traveling, like, you set your own expectations. Then you have another, you could go to another set of friends, look at the expectations that their parents or their mom or their dad had, and they weren't good ones. Oh, you're going to do this. Oh, you're going to do that. Oh, you're going to keep getting in trouble. And what happened? They always expected their kids to get in trouble, and they did. And I was there with them getting in trouble too. But not as often. But my point being is, if unfortunately, there's those parents are out there, and those parents who expect their kids to amount to nothing. For instance, that mom who her son looks like her ex-husband. So now, she hears her son, you ain't shit. You're just like your daddy. You ain't shit. And da 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 da. Like, that's clearly not that individual's fault. But because of that woman's, what happened to her and her experience with that young man or even young lady's father, you ain't never gonna be shit. You're like, you know what I mean? And I don't mean to, I'm not pointing this in any specific direction. I'm just giving an example. That's been said plenty of times. You ain't shit to someone. Sometimes people take that and say, watch. And some people just, yeah, you're right, I ain't shit. And then don't do shit. That's unacceptable. You guys, we have one life. One freaking life. Check this out. I saw this at my friend's graduation. It's very simple. These guys pulled out a ruler, right? Let me see if I can get this thing to stand up. All right. So far, oh! Where am I at? I can't even. He was saying this. I am 30 years old, right? So I've lived this much already. Right here. And, excuse my, And average life expectancy, what, about 90 years? Which is right about there. So let me back up just a little tad bit. So if all goes well, that which is hanging is my past. That which I am holding is the rest of my future. I'm not in a rush. Legendary Marketer is not a system that I chose because I thought that it was going to make me a millionaire in 30 days, in 60 days. I chose it because I wanted a long-term investment, something that was going to work for me. And if you guys don't know who Gary V from Gary V Media, you know, Gary Vaynerchuk, I think that's how you say it. That guy says some motivational shit, man. And he'll just tell you, he's straight up. He just tells you to stop acting like a whiny little bitch. Get your shit together and just do it. Everybody's in a rush. Everybody's expectations are unreasonable because they're in a rush. Slow down. Are you an entrepreneur? Are you an aspiring entrepreneur? Did you just start an eBay store, a Shopify store, an Amazon store? Are you doing those things? Did you just start? Are you rushing to get a sale? Are you rushing to do this? Are you rushing past the learning process? Are your expectations that because you started a business, all of a sudden you're going to just start raking in the dough? Like all of a sudden you're just going to start making sales left and right, left and right? It's not how it works. It's a learning process. It's a journey. Once you get those $1 million, millions of dollars in your bank account and all that shit, yeah, that's going to be great. Believe me, that's where I'm going. I can't wait to get there. But this shit right here, this struggle, this, let's put our money together, babe, see how much traffic we can buy, and then, all right, our bills are paid by, this getting by, little by little, barely getting by every month, I fucking love it. No, I don't love to struggle, but I love the struggle. Because one day, when somebody looks back to one of these videos, back when, somewhere down the line, somebody looks back at these videos, I expect the struggle. I expect this to be hard. I don't expect to be a millionaire overnight, but again, 12 months from today, I'm not going to be sitting in this room. I'm not going to be in the same position. Matter of fact, if you guys see, it's sunny out here. See? Southern California. I don't want to shoot this video in this room 12 months from now. I want to shoot it in New York, the Bahamas. I expect that to be. And that's not unreasonable. So you guys, be reasonable with your expectations. Set expectations within your means. And those which are not within your reach, set yourself up so that they can be. How do you become a millionaire? Well, there's many different ways. You can sell a $1 item to 1 million people, $2 to 500,000, so on and so forth. This can take work. Expect that. With that being said, you guys, expectations are key, and expectations are very influential, and you guys mind the expectations you set for yourself and for others. Don't be unreasonable. Set within means and just crush it. I mean shit. If 30 days went by and I got 245 leads, do you think I'm going to be upset? I mean, do you genuinely think that I'm going to feel unaccomplished because I didn't get those 5? I started with 0. That's the point. My expectation is simply that I can do this, that I can be a digital marketer, that I can own and operate an online business, and that I can venture off and help you do it too. With all that being said, you guys, I love you. I'm trying to keep these videos short. Expectations are key. Motivation is everything. You guys, I love you. Stay blessed, and I'll see you tomorrow.